That's not my favorite group of disappointments. How we doing?
Yes, we are doing great. I can turn on my camera. I'll do it on 5 minutes, maybe.
That's fine.
Okay.
Arjun,
Yeah, doing great.
I didn't say how are you doing, you racist. I said Hojin.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, Hojin, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Thriving. Hojin, have you been working on your tonality?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been dialing a bit. If you want to review it, I can send it in chat.
In the chat. Have you booked
Yeah.
any appointments?
Yes, I booked
Um,
one.
And Hojin?
I think I can with this client or lead, but I'm not sure.
You think what?
I'm not sure if I'm able to with this one, but I think I'm close to closing one. Yeah.
What do you mean closing? You mean booking an appointment?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
That doesn't count as closing, but yeah, that's fine.
Ishmael? Ishmael?
Yes.
I fucked one thing really because I booked meeting with guy. He was prepared, but I called him 1 hour before the meeting, but it was 7 a.m. their time. We was supposed to have the meeting at 8 a.m. and he was really angry and basically tell me to go fuck myself, that he don't want any meeting. And I'm in HVAC, and there is a lot of rescheduling. So I don't know what to do if I have to call him back and say that I apologize
Janber,
because
I've just
yes,
I've just been told that you called your prospect at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., and then 1 hour before the call. Is that correct?
I believe that I send them only messages.
Uh,
I
can you put this call? I'd love to review it on the chat.
What do you mean?
The call recording.
Yes, okay. I'll try it.
Oh yeah, it's on
Fine.
Notion. Okay, I know. Don't worry, Jamber. I've got it here. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. Call reviews. What a rank D, I assume. Oh no, it's a rank. See? I'm just looking at the television. Yeah, I got it here. Okay, let's check it out. Mr. Stucky, how you doing?
Doing well.
What the fuck haven't you changed your niche yet?
Well, I've been cold calling some fencing companies, but I'm still also calling real estate because I want to try and leverage my first real estate client to try and get another. Otherwise, it's a waste.
Okay, fine. Let me just find this bullshit call.
Afternoon PM. Hello, Steve speaking. Hey, John speaking. Hey, is this Brian? No. Mike? Nope. Plumbing and heating has.
Oh wait, could it be in Dennis's call?
What do you mean? Like what call you want?
Hmm.
Because when I have scheduled
For
meeting,
calling.
I call them 3 minutes or 5 minutes, 15 minutes before the meeting, if they can do that.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Uh,
Hey, Yuri. Yes. Are you gonna be calling me? This is.
Yes. That's the one.
Hey, is it Yuri? Yes. Yuri, we have meetings right now. John speaking. Hi, John, we don't have a meeting now. We have a meeting at 8 o'clock and you call me 4 o'clock, you call me at 7 a.m. Now it's 7 a.m. How many times are you gonna be calling me? This is so bad. Yesterday you were like, I don't want this meeting anymore, okay? This is it. Today, right now, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, because right now it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I know. I scheduled a meeting with the No. Sure, but we scheduled a meeting for 7 a.m. No, we scheduled a meeting for 8 a.m. Look at your note. Not 7. Yeah, I don't need to.
Retards. Okay. Let's see. Ocean's call. Blob.
It was my meeting or call.
Yeah, that's a shit call. Ooh, Hojin, I can't access this. Can I? Yeah, I can't access this. Hojin, I need you to download the call so I can review it.
Okay.
Jumbo, you look like the kind of guy who thinks he looks like the One Direction people, but he doesn't. And, he thinks it works for him, but doesn't. You should shave your head.
I didn't hear it.
You should shave your head.
I can't.
Does your mother not allow you?
No, we have a bet that I can't shave my hair for 1 year.
Why?
I don't even know. Dennis lost, but I'm still keeping.
No comment. No comment. Okay. Mrs. Stucker, do you have calls to review?
Yeah, do you want a sales call or a cold call?
But I'd hope you know how to fucking do cold calls. Do
Well,
you
yeah,
need
which one do you want to review?
do you need assistance with your cold calling?
To be honest, it's been shit this week.
Okay, then give it to me.
Do you want to go on my go high level or should I drop it in the chat?
Hojin, you're a retard. Feel free to share your screen. Hojin, do you understand why I call you retarded?
Yeah.
Cool. We can't hear anything, Adrian. I think it's because you muted.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, my name is Adam. We haven't spoken before, but can I let you know why I called?
Terrible.
You what? May I let you know why I called? Yeah.
Wait, pause.
I
You're
work with real estate.
you're sounding robotic. That doesn't sound like a human conversation. Go again.
I don't really know how to like get the first line to not sound robotic.
Okay, but we'll start from the beginning.
In public. Can I let you know why I called?
Okay, pause.
Can you what?
It's just, hey, this is. No, give me what you got.
Like do
Yeah.
a role play?
Yeah.
Hi, is this Mike?
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. It's Adam. We haven't spoken before. Can I let you know why I've called?
It's not bad. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna bounce back to you. Hi, is this Mike?
Yes.
Hey, Mike, this is Tom. We haven't spoken before. Can I let you know why I'm calling? Give it back to me.
Hey, is this Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. It's Adam. We haven't spoken before. Can I let you know why I've called?
The middle bit of the second part wasn't so good. Go again.
Hi, is this Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. It's
Uh,
Adam. We haven't spoken.
hey, Mike. Oh, like you're excited. Hey, Mike. This is Adam. We haven't spoken before. Can I let you know why I'm calling? Go again.
Hey, is this Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. It's Adam. We haven't spoken before, but can I let you know why I've called?
Other than the but, that was good. Now look, restart this and listen to that. Listen to that back. Press,
Well,
press the square.
may I let you, Jana? Hi, Jana. My name is Adam. We haven't spoken before, but can I let you know why I've called?
You what?
May I let you know why I've called?
Yeah.
I work with realtors in Colorado Springs, getting them qualified buyers and sellers on a performance basis, and it's been going really well.
You're
So
sounding like a script.
I
It sounds like a script because of the distancing of the words. It doesn't sound casual. You have to imagine as though you're walking around and you're just having a conversation with someone you just called. Right? It's natural, going with the flow. Yeah, I'm working right now in Colorado Springs with quite a few real estate agents, and it's going really, really well. Now, I just want to see if I could get 15 seconds to let you know why it's going so well. Do you see the difference?
Mhm.
Right? If it helps, I would say walk around while doing the calls if you can.
I have found that is kind of helpful.
Yeah.
Is it worth using AirPods so that I can do that? I can at least like stand up and
On the
walk
base,
around.
on the basis that it doesn't affect the call quality, perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Ojin, can you share your screen? Let's listen to your impressive cold calling ability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ishmael, just quick question about cold calling and walking. How do you manage to do the CRM?
How'd you manage to what?
Be CRM, the prospects in those pipelines, because you are calling from the phone,
Yeah.
so from the go high level on a phone, and if they, I don't know, if I have to transfer them to other pipe like no answer or follow up, I do
You,
that on a laptop, right?
but you can do it on both. You can have your laptop open and have the calls on your phone.
Okay.
All right. Ojin, this is you, right? Sharing screen?
Yeah.
Let's listen. Ojin, I can't hear shit. Nope. Nope. Can't hear anything. Nope. Can't hear anything. I think it's your settings, your Zoom settings, and your MacBook.
Okay.
You don't have audio.
Let me try
I know,
to
I know.
check.
Yeah, share your screen. Share your screen. Now press the download button on the right side under hit. Yep. Yeah. Now just copy and paste that link into the chat. That should work. Thank you. What's in there? So is that you put okay, let's see. Okay, then that's not working. So press the three dots. The three dots, Hojin. In the middle of
Okay.
your screen, next to the sound button. Are you struggling to
Wait,
find
where?
it? So, in the middle of your screen, move the mouse to the middle. Yep. You see the three dots on the, yep. Yeah. Download. Yeah, and then share the download, please. Stucky, can you put a sales call that you've recently done in the chat as well? Let's review that after. Wonderful.
Coaching, I got information from yours.com.
You're a fucking idiot. Is that the fucking script, Hojin?
Yes, it is.
So part of the script that has been provided to you is I got your information from realtor.com.
Oh, I'm using someone else's.
You have a minute? You got my information from where? Yeah, what's this regarding? So we're looking to find out the why they do this. Yeah, go ahead. So you both know the biggest pain point are getting reach and making sure that things are quality, right? Right. So we generate a massive lead and then and by my business partner who's also making ideas, which is qualified solutions for you. So you don't have to lose time on time to series and again. Very cool. So yeah, I don't want to show you all the details now because I'll get a little longer. So I wanted to see through
This is a dog shit script.
the now they see it and it's a bunch of it and it makes yeah. That just 15 to 25 minutes tomorrow over the next shift. Here, you know what, do me a favor, send me an email with all this information. I'll look in the company. I get hit up all the time. I lead generation company, then I'm just being transparent. There's maybe but if you send me an email, I can look at your post.
Is not a word.
I got information from yours.com. Do you have a minute? You got my information from where? Yours.com. Oh, yeah. What's this regarding?
Again.
What
What do you mean we're looking to partner? Do you have no agents?
No.
Are you trying to be honest with them and tell them that you have no clients?
I probably shouldn't do that now.
Hold stop fucking saying it's not a word.
Okay.
Are you planning to tell the people prospects that you have no clients, or are you planning to tell them that you have clients?
I have clients, yeah.
So why are you saying we're looking to partner up with agents? No,
because
fucking word. Is on the fucking word, Hojin. Carry on.
because I'm just trying to partner with agents. Like, I don't think that means I don't have any clients.
It does. Okay. Your English is shit. Don't worry. Everyone else is in the program. English is shit. When you say we're looking to do something, it means that you haven't started doing it. I'm looking
Right.
to this or that, right? I'm looking to go here. I'm looking to buy this, right? We're looking to partner up, which means that we are not currently doing, we're looking into it. That is English.
Okay.
Yeah. What you need to say is we're working with agents in Oakland. Do you see the difference?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you understand that no one fucking understood anything you said there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. As you both know, the biggest pain points are getting a breach and making sure those people are right. Right. So we generate a massive lead.
Did you say we create a massive leads?
Yeah, I did.
Did you say that sentence again?
Massive leads.
Massive what?
Leads.
Yeah. Oh, is English your first language?
No.
Interesting. Because your English is good. However, it's not that, right? Your grammar is not correct.
Yeah.
You can't say we generate massive leads. You can say we generate a massive amount of leads, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So just your grammar and just wording isn't right.
Trained by my business partner who's also an agent like you. Which is sounds like it's free. She not lose time on. But yeah. Wait, go. So yeah, I don't want to show you all the details now because we'll get a little.
Don't say call will get longer as expected. If I was to explain everything to you right now, it would take way too long. So what I'd like to do is get on a call, not explain to you, but show you what our systems are. And you can decide whether or not it's a good fit.
Okay. Yeah.
For me to try. I can see it and yeah.
Are you homosexuals?
What?
Are you a homosexual?
No.
So why isn't to another man if we both like each other?
Like, as in, like, as a business partner.
No, that's not what you said. You said if we both like each other.
Well, I mean, like, platonically, maybe.
No, not
Yeah,
prefer.
I'll take that out.
Yeah, yeah.
All the
All in all, that's your first call, right?
It's like my 40th call. Yeah.
Okay, very good call. Needs improving. You need to work on your English and enunciation. Those are your two main points. You still sound like a
Okay.
child. It's possible. Yeah,
All right.
you can
Yeah.
pass it. Yeah. Remember? Do you remember what I told you last time? Do you remember?
Yes.
You're a disappointment. Yeah, just remember that. Now, on to Adrian's second call.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
It's finally all figured out.
Hey, wait, what's up, man?
Hey, Joe.
How's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Get your volume turned up so I can hear you. Hey, sorry I missed you yesterday.
No worries. I'm glad you're finally here.
Yeah. So what's going on, man? How's your Friday then?
Oh, it's good. I've just been working through some stuff with one of our current clients. Had some issues with her ads, but it's finally all figured out.
And where are you based?
No.
I'm based in Denver,
Okay, all right,
right
good.
around the tech center.
Nice. Enjoying this heat?
So, no,
You got that big old sweatshirt on. I figured you must be cold.
yeah, it's actually chilly in my little office thing I have set up. It's
Did you just say in my little office thing I have set up?
Hmm.
You really fucking said that.
Would you rather I say, yeah, it's cold in my parents' basement?
No, just say my private office has got the aircon at max.
nice on days like this.
Are you home office? You actually go to home office?
Well, I actually do have an office, but today,
Did you say I actually do have an office? Like, please believe me, I actually do. I work from office and home. Both.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, I took a little bit of a chill Friday.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go and jump right into it.
Sure.
The calls usually goes. I'm just gonna ask you some questions, see where you're at in your business, where you want to get to. If it seems like we can help you get there, then I'll show you what we do. If not, then we'll know after just 10 or 15 minutes and we'll go our separate ways. Sound good?
Yeah, yeah.
So I know we reached out to you, obviously, but was there anything specific on that call that piqued your interest or motivated you to join this call today?
Very good.
Just curiosity.
What were you curious about? I know we probably mentioned qualified leads, you know,
Yeah, just really what you guys are all up to. So the past couple of days, I've had my fill of different advertisement companies and stuff, pitch and stuff. So I'm kind of curious what you guys do versus what everybody else does.
sure you get calls like that a lot. So there must have been something that piqued your interest.
Not really. Just want to see what you guys are up about. What you guys what your deal is.
Okay, for sure. And how are you currently getting your leads?
So right now, as I mentioned, I'm a new agent, right? So I started.
You couldn't really push much further. You could have given it one more attempt. I would have gone that nice and route. Look, you're speaking to quite a few agencies right now. That's very good to hear. Looking to grow on the basis that you find one that you like, that you see as a good fit, and the pricing works. Are you looking to get started, or are you just curious? All right, that there will make them qualified or disqualified.
My license by October-ish, and I ain't really start until January to kick off the year. I do have a separate day job, so I'm running 2 jobs. So currently, since January, I've had two closings, a seller and a buyer. So I had a closing last week with my buyer. Both of those came from open houses. So I do a lot of open houses. I am now dabbling into the
When was this? Cold kicking?
I think end of last week.
So in 2 years, my man has been going to loads of open houses and he's closed 2 deals. So how many open houses is one deal? We have to put that as a pain point. Open houses is not the way forward for him.
mailers. So I'm trying to find a particular area near my house. So I'm monthly sending out some mailers. I'm going to go door knock that area, just to introduce myself as well. And just, posting a lot of videos and stuff on Facebook. That's kind of about it right now.
Okay. How'd you get those first couple deals? Was it family and friends or?
He just fucking told you open houses.
Like I said, it was just open houses.
Why do you guys never listen to your prospects? Now, one thing that I'd want to know. Your thing just distracted me. Yeah, one thing that we want to know now is how many leads on average is he speaking to monthly? We need that conversion rate as well.
Okay. So 2 closed deals, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else in the works?
Not at this time.
Not at the moment. Gotcha. What do you do for your day job?
I'm in sales. I work for a water filtration company. I've been there about 35 years. So I'm just kind of done with corporate America. Time to move on.
Okay. So what got you into real estate?
To be quite honest, I didn't want to go back to school. I never got a college degree. I didn't want to start. And it was one of the cheaper things you could jump into. And again, I like the sales aspect of it. So if you're taking my sales background into real estate, want to be my own entrepreneur, you've heard the same story over and over. So
That's really cool. It's just you hopped in at an interesting time.
my company pissed me off at an interesting time too. So yeah, they did some shit that, like I said, I've been there about 35 years. And at this point, I'm just tired. I work for corporate America. So I decided last year to go get my license. So either going back to school or going to school at 54 wasn't the easiest thing, but I got my license, and so here I am.
Well, that's actually a really interesting.
I also want to know what his highest earnings is and how much he's looking to make in real estate. He's made the note of being an entrepreneur, working for himself. So he's 54. How much does he need to make?
Sorry.
That will tell us how much he has in the bank outside of the closings. We also need to know what price points he's closing at.
Sure. So you got to this year. Normally it's like, oh, what'd you do last year? What'd you do this year? But just starting out, it kind of changes things a little bit. But what would you say your goal is for this year in terms of closed deals?
I try to say we're in an awkward part now. We're halfway through the year, so try to keep a focus on the next 12 months. It'll make it a lot easier for you.
Okay.
I like at least one a month.
1 a month for the rest
I
of
like
the
12. Well, yeah.
12 by the end of the year.
This guy is a nice, easy sell. All you have to be doing is he's too new to really push a lot of pain, right? He won't like it. So what you want to do is you want to highlight the fact that his number one issue is leads, right? And the good thing is he's hungry. He's in sales. Other people aren't in sales. What he needs to do is just beat everyone and then focus on how we're going to give him a lot of shit to fill up his pipeline for the next few years. And we'll work with him doing what our other clients are doing when it comes to nurturing, doing this, doing that, working through CRMs, so on and so forth. Right?
Mm.
But now, Adrian, my question is, I've thought of all of this. It's been 5 minutes in the call. Have you thought of all of this? Or are you dilly-dallying thinking what to say next?
Yeah, definitely some like trying to think of like what I need to go over next in order to not like have like long pauses and shit.
No, there's nothing wrong with the pause. Pauses are perfectly fine because your goal now, you've been doing I'm of the opinion you've had enough sales calls now to understand what you need to fucking do in a sales call, right? So you need to take the thought process to what do I say next, to what information do I need of this prospect to close him or her. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Because then I would have seen that his problem is deals and there's not really any pain to dig.
Not really. I don't believe he has a sales background. Right? I think that's a lie, but it's relative. Like I remember I was speaking to somebody who I don't remember who the fuck it was. I just remember the conversation. They said that they work in sales. I was like, oh shit, I do a bunch of stuff in sales. What do you do? And they told me that they work in a store selling clothes.
Yeah.
Is that sales?
No.
Right? So we do want to figure out what type of sales he has done in the past, because at 54, if you'd done proper sales, you'd be making stupid fucking money, right? And I'm not too optimistic working for the whatever fucking corporation of America, right? I'm not too optimistic that he's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But now you see, I'm looking at it through his lens. How can I get him to close more deals? What does he need to do to close more deals? How can I guide it down that route?
Got 2 so far. Nothing else really in the works. It's already over halfway through this year. What is
You also have to highlight the fact I want to know how many open houses he's been to, right? Because that will tell me how hungry he is, and I can use that to my advantage.
the plan to get?
Yeah.
I don't have one right now. Like I said, mailers, open houses, door knocking, much of the same that I've done so far.
So just some like basic farming is what it's called.
Why keep doing that if it hasn't yielded any returns? How long have you been doing door knocking for? How long have you been doing mailers for? If it's a short period, fair enough, you can pass it over. On the basis he's been doing it for a few months and he's got nothing in the pipeline, what the fuck you doing? Door knocking is a waste of money because that's his time where he needs to be making money. And then you need to highlight the fact that he needs to be more focused on prospects rather than anything else. Right? And then push the fact, do you want to be speaking with prospects and dealing with the bullshit of speaking with prospects, or dealing with the bullshit of trying to find prospects?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm looking at possibly paying for some Google ads, Facebook ads. So I'm starting to research that. That's
very good.
Okay, is that something that you would be wanting to run yourself, or are you looking to hire
Useless question.
a company?
Useless question.
no, I ain't got time for that shit.
I'll explain more in detail, but the biggest problem with realtors trying to run their own house is they underestimate just how hard it is to actually get in touch with those leads.
Oh no, I don't underestimate anything. I know how hard this business is. I'm not, I didn't just fall off the bus here. So
Yeah.
again, I'm running a full-time job. So any time I have is valuable. So
Gotcha. How much time do you have every week to work on your agent job?
There's only one reason you needed to ask this question. And I don't think you did it for that reason. Why did you ask this question?
To see if he would actually have time to work the leads that I sent him.
Okay, good. And you need to highlight that and add it to your frame. right? It's a point of qualification. I think it's a little bit early for you to ask, but you've asked this, and then we need to use this for the frame. And we have to keep, like, I would bring it up once more, maybe a second time, to make him think that I'm worried or nervous that he won't be able to perform.
Okay, yeah.
Please spend, I say most of my time in the real estate side. So my full-time job, as long as I hit my numbers, my boss leaves me alone. He's out of state. I very rarely talk to him. I've already hit my numbers for the year. I probably say on average, I probably spend 3 hours a day on my day job, when it pays the bills, and the remaining time on real estate.
So you're going to
Why the fuck did you say wow?
eventually go full-time in real estate?
Yeah, I would love to quit my day job by next January.
Use this question.
Wow. So you
Don't fucking say wow.
only do that 3 hours a day and it pays the bills, and then you get to work on this all day. And
Yeah, I mean, if I can juggle both, why not, right? It pays my insurance and it's a good salary, but it's gonna hold me back from doing the real estate. Then at that point, I'll let it go.
how much further would you need to get in your real estate journey to feel comfortable putting your day?
He needs to get one fucking deal a month.
Like I said, I think if I land at least, if I can make at least 6 figures in real estate, at that point I can probably quit my job.
Gotcha. Because then obviously it grows
No, useless. Next question. How much are you making in your job?
from there.
Right.
Right. You don't really have a plan to
His
get
day job?
Hmm?
In his day job?
Yeah.
12 by the end of the
Why would you have any issues asking that?
No, what would that help me? Why do I need to ask that?
So we know how much money he's got in the fucking bank, because we can't use any other metric to know that, can we?
By this point, I basically just thought, oh, he's definitely got money in the bank, if he has a full-time job.
How much? Because he's happy to drop the entire job for 6 figures. So 100,000. So the either tells us that there's not enough to tell. So it's either he's making a good chunk below 6 figures, right? And he's what, 50, 70, 80, and 6 figures is perfect from creme de la fucking creme. Right? Or it's that he's making 6 figures and that will match it and he gets to drop it. But you have to understand.
That's what I thought, because he's saying he wants to get out of corporate America. So like, oh, if he just hit 6 figures, then he could grow from there. Wouldn't need his job anymore.
I don't think it's a match. I don't think it's 6 figures. The reason for that, if you're making 100,000 from one avenue, that's 3 hours a day, and you've added another 100,000 through another avenue, are you going to drop the first?
Well, if real estate could keep growing from there, then
Yes, but then it's not at 6 figures until it's fully replaced. It's at 6 figures, and that's more. That's like not double 6 figures, but then you're looking at 200 something thousand.
yeah.
So I don't. My instinct based on what I'm hearing now is he's not making 6 figures.
Okay.
And then we have to look also to get an understanding of how much he's got extra left to play with. Yeah.
year. Do you think that's actually feasible?
No, not at this point.
Okay. So that's like your dream.
Yeah, I mean, we're already, like you said, we're already halfway through, so. I'm not gonna get 12
He didn't like the fact that he said dream.
in 3 to 4 months. That's ridiculous. If I can at least land one a month, I'm happy.
So that'd be like 8 by the end of the year, 7 or 8 by the end of the year.
It's like,
Okay.
Your math is fucking wrong. That's 5 or 6. Oh, including the original too. Okay.
And you haven't tried any sort of like organic lead gen online before? I know you just got into this, but have you tried
He didn't. He got in 6 months ago.
ads or anything like that yet?
no,
But it is something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
What area do you work in about? Is it just the Springs, or do you like to go up to Castle Rock? And
no, that'd probably be a little far. I mean, I'm probably all of El Paso County.
El Paso, okay. And that's where you would want the ads to target.
Yeah, so I live in the Falcon Payton area currently. So anything that whole El Paso County area would be feasible.
Okay. And I know you've only had 2 deals, but what's your average listing price? What would you say it to be?
So the house I sold for
Fuck off, is it?
70, 575, and then the house
I thought he was going to say 5 million.
I just found for my buyers, we closed at 770. So I'd say the average is probably 5, medium range.
That's right where the average price is.
Yeah,
Springs, right? I think it's closer to 500 than 450 now,
yeah, 550 area, yeah.
which is a crazy world we're living in, but that's just how it is.
Not as expensive as Denver.
No,
Why you keep giving your fucking homosexual opinions? Not necessary. It's you trying to get him to like you. It does nothing for the sales school.
been working in the Springs for a while, and I mean, Springs used to be the place where it's like, oh, you don't want to pay for Denver. You still get to live near it. Now it's just everything near Denver is
We're burning sales call time.
Yeah.
It's question time. Good question time. Right.
expensive like Denver.
Absolutely.
So let's see.
You have to remember when you remember the last deal you closed, were you an asshole?
No.
You were like this?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't an asshole to her.
No, not an asshole, but was it more to the point, more
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of like her yapping and then me like kind of going along with it.
Jenber.
How can I figure out how much the prospect have in a bank? What kind of questions I can ask? Get the information.
Mr. Starkey, please help Jenber.
How many deals they've closed in the last 12 months, average listing price, and what their take home is from each deal. And that gives you a pretty good understanding of how much they make.
How many leads they receive monthly? What's the conversion rate per lead? What different avenues do they have? Which one gets them the most amount of money? What is their targets for the next year? What's stopping them hitting their targets? So on and so forth.
Yeah, okay.
I love how I say, yeah, okay. None of like all of it's gonna escape your brain. And you're gonna ask us like next week, maybe the week after.
No, look, for example, in HVAC, I can ask, what's the average price of the installation?
Yep.
How many installation they can do or they do in month? What's their conversion rate?
Yes. From
How
the
they get leads? Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to ask the question about revenue. In HVAC, like, should I ask what was your revenue last year? What was your revenue this year? Or when it comes to revenue, how would you position the question?
You can literally ask them how much did you make last month, revenue wise, or what's your average take home? What's your average revenue per month? Average take home per month. What are we looking at? What are the targets? Yeah, or you can do the maths. Just say how much you make per job, gross and net, and then how many jobs on average. And then once you do that, you just do a little bit of multiplication, and that will tell you how much what's it called? How much they're making per month. You just confirm with them. They say yes, you know what their revenue is.
Okay, so I can ask what was their revenue last month, what's their take home, and what's their goal? What's their goal revenue?
Yes.
Okay, and pull paying from
Yeah.
500,000. You get like 3%, 2.5% to 3% for the commission as of right now, at least.
Right.
And are you working with a brokerage? Do they get like 80-20 or like 60-40?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm with a brokerage. I'm with EXP. I'm with a team. So you got the team splits and then you got the EXP.
How much are those splits, EXP and then the team?
The team splits, because we did that, they're 70-30, 70 me, 30 team. And then the EXP, I've already met my cap, so I won't have to pay them anything else this year.
Okay, is that cap like
It's like, no, I'm on a pretty high level team, so our cap's only 4K.
4K? Wow, that's the cap that goes to the brokerage.
Yeah, so it's an 80-20, and then once I hit my cap with them, then I'm done paying EXP. So within 2 transactions, I made my cap, basically.
It's actually a very generous split. And most of the agents I talk to, it's like 10 or 15.
Most of the agents you talk to. What are you meant to say instead of that?
My clients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it because you're a new agent or is it kind of scam?
No, it's just because you got to do your homework and get with the right brokerage.
Oh yeah, keep that one as late as you can. That's awesome. So you get, let's say, about 15K is your take home from a deal, and then with that team's.
Where the fuck did you get 15K from?
I think I was doing the math.
500,000.
And then he takes 70 of that.
That's not including taxes.
Did I not say 10 to 15K there?
I would
Did I
say
just say 15?
I would say 8 to 12.
Okay.
It's better to underplay people's numbers.
About 10K, 10 to 15
Yeah,
is probably
yeah.
what he got from both of those houses.
Yeah.
But that's pretty standard for honestly all around here. Then for the team you work with, can you tell me more about that?
What do you want to know?
They- Like decision makers, would they need to be present here?
No,
Just
no.
Every deal with them?
No, they just get their set. Yeah, every deal is a 70-30 split.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really it. And then the rest is my business. So
So no one else on the team would need to be like involved in this decision-making process. You know, all the leads would be going to you.
Told me that.
yeah,
Sometimes we have agents.
Yeah, you pull that out of your ass as soon as he asked you what exactly do you want to know. Not the most useful question.
It's like, oh, they run the team and then they want to get
Nope.
leads, and that's perfect.
no, my team doesn't provide leads. So
They don't provide leads. So what's the benefit of being on the team?
So as a new agent, I don't know what I don't know. So right now I have to rely on a lot of people because I don't know shit. So, you know, I lean on them for their expertise. They have a transaction.
There's definitely team situations where you can get on a team and they'll provide you with all of the help and do it.
Not necessary. Just having a conversation.
Eventually, I'm going to be a solo agent, correct? That's the whole reason I'm getting out of corporate America because I don't like anybody.
You gotta like the clients you go to.
Oh, yeah, you got to at least pretend to like them, right?
Oh boy.
Just messing with you.
Oh, you could have played into this very much so.
Also,
You're dealing with an asshole. Very useful.
Solo agent.
Yeah, eventually, I'm going to be a solo agent, correct? It's the whole reason I'm getting out of corporate America because I don't like anybody.
You gotta like the clients you go to.
Well, yeah, you got to at least pretend to like them, right?
Oh boy.
You said, oh boy, which from a moral perspective, you've just separated yourself from him. Does that
yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, actually it does.
Yeah, so yeah, you could have lent into him being an asshole, very much so, because he definitely thinks highly of himself.
So I could have leaned into that and then like later on the presentation, maybe stress the fact that like, oh, you don't actually have to like talk to 90% of these people, you know, you're
No,
only going to talk to a few of them.
No, speak to 90%. I'm going to give you the bulk of what you can have so you can beat everybody else. Biggest issue that people don't get is that they don't work hard enough, right? They don't contact all the leads, so on and so forth. We'll be able to work with you on a weekly basis, touching base, so you don't lose anybody, so on and so forth. It's all about continuation, and that's how the pipeline gets filled. It won't be done in 3 months. It'll be done in 1 year. But by 1 year, you'll have the nastiest pipe. Make him feel special.
Yeah.
Right? Because he believes he's special at his mint age of 56.
Yeah.
Not that it's age, no, not that it's a bad age, it's a decent age. Right? But now I'm confident he believes he is innately better than other people. You can also tell that from how he spoke about his previous company. I was there for 35 years and blah, blah, blah. They did me dirty. I'm not going to do my own thing. Right? So let's push him to do his own thing. Let's push to work with him for his own thing. Make it all about him. All right?
Gotcha.
But you put a disconnect here between your morals because you show that you have morals and it's kind of like, oh boy, one of these people is like, oh no. Make sense?
I'm just messing with you. Now, yeah, so that's kind of, it's a good team. I mean, the guy's one of the top agents in Colorado Springs. He's a great mentor. I'm learning a lot. He closes probably anywhere from 2 to 2.5 houses a month.
Mhm.
So he's killing it.
Now, what would you say is the one thing that separates you from him? Other than knowledge, what is the key thing? Now, we know what the answer is going to be. It's amount in the pipeline. How many people do you think he's working with monthly? He's closing 2.5, but how many people is he actually speaking to monthly? Oh, he's speaking to da, 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 da. Now, cool. Let's utilize that. I'm going to fill up your calendar.
Yeah.
Now, for you, I don't want to give you creme de la creme. I want to give you everybody. Some agents are very fussy. They only want people who close this week, next week. I want to give you people filled out for the pipeline for the whole year. We'll be speaking weekly, touching base weekly, and it's going to be a boring fucking weekly meeting where we go through every single lead. Bye. Thank you. where we speak to every single lead back to back to back to back. Make sense?
Well,
That's what I believe. That's what would have been the push to get them closed, and that's how you could have differentiated yourself from everybody else.
I guess one of the final questions I have for you is what counts as a good lead to you?
I've never gotten leads from anybody other than myself, so I don't have anything to measure it against.
Well, from the two you got from the open house, what was so
No, benign question. It does not apply in this case.
good about them? Were they like ready to go, truly serious about buying?
No, the first lead, I actually chalked it up as a nosy neighbor. I didn't think it was going to turn into anything. But I followed up and stayed in contact, and probably about a month and a half after we met, he reached out to me because he was losing his job and had to sell the house. So me at least nurturing that relationship, I was the first guy he turned to.
Boom. You see? Nurturing. That's what we need to be pushing.
So that was, you know, I've been in sales a long time. It's you play the long game, right? So I understand, you know, nurturing and playing the long game. And then my second lead, again, was an open house. This was the buyer side. Great people, love them to death. You know, you end up spending way too much time with each other. You know, I probably spent months with these folks, and we probably saw well over 30 homes. So that lead was a very long, intense thing. So, but we found, you know, took it to the end, found their home, and settled last week. So.
Do you see my point? He is ready to go the extra mile. He's ready to outperform people. That's what you need to be pushing, and you need to push it. You're going to maximize it. You're going to work with him on the amount of fucking leads that you're going to be sending him. I actually think this would be a very good client.
Yeah.
Right, but it's all about that weekly touching base accountability, and he wouldn't be against it because he doesn't have a standard to play. Right? As an example, let's say you grew up as a Marine, or your family are full of Marines, right? And in your head, you want to be a Marine, and they tell you that you got training 3 times a week. Then in your head, it's training 3 times a week. Now there's another person who joined another Marine camp, and the training is 7 times a week. He won't think that's a lot because he will believe that is standard. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So he won't be opposed to having to overwork, as we see here.
Okay.
You said that lead was still worth the time you put into it?
I don't think so. I think, you know, if you take the commission check, you know, I think I ended up walking away with like 11.8.
Told you.
I mean, I don't have the hours that I put into this, but if you divide it by the hours I put in, I mean, I may have made minimum wage. I don't know. But I mean, I think for the referral based side of it, yes, because they liked me. They said that they would use me if they were going to sell again. So I would say, yeah, I think it was worth it. Being new, I need everything I can get right now.
Exactly. Even if you did work.
How many times is he saying stuff that works with what I'm telling you to do? Right.
Minimum wage for that lead. It's,
Yeah, I mean,
just what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, right now, because I have a day job, I'm not depending on this check. All the money that I'm making, I'm throwing right back into marketing and advertising. So I don't need to live off of this. Again, I know the long haul here. And so if I can throw money into it to where it's going to benefit me in 5 or 6 years, then that's what's good. That's awesome. So.
It keeps reaffirming my plan of action. But you need to be able to see this. All right. But now we're basically finished. But now that was my point on how you need to change how you see this. You have to look at it as a prospect. Right? What are your contingencies? Who are you as an individual, and how can that make you close more deals? Right? If you're done that from the beginning, you would have seen who he is and then made it work for him. Which, funny enough, would in turn work relatively well for you. This is a good agent because this is seemingly an individual who's happy to put in the hours, happy to put in the work, and doesn't mind being thrown overboard with too much work. All you have to do is hop on those weekly calls, go through every single lead, every single lead, every single lead. Make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wonderful, guys. It's been emotional. It's been good. I'll see you on the call later today. But Adrian, I want to review more of your calls to get you back up to the par. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. See ya.
See you guys.